This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we will be starting our next topic, that is equipment. Okay, so the topics that we are going to cover, they are: we will understand the purpose of creation of equipment, different equipment categories. Then we will create equipment in the system. Okay, we will create the equipment in the system. Okay, we will see how to create, how to change, display the equipment. Then we will create sub equipment. How to create a sub equipment we'll cover. Then we will create equipment with category fleet, vehicles. Fleet means vehicles. Okay. Then we will create equipment with category PRT. Then we will see equipment installation at functional location, how the equipments are installed at the functional locations. Then reports for equipments. Okay, different reports for equipments. And also finally we will see configuration of equipment. So these are the topics we will be covering in the equipment. Okay. So basically, first we'll start with the introduction to equipment. Okay, so basically the equipment, a piece of equipment is an individual physical object maintained as an autonomous unit. So basically equipment is nothing but a individual machine. A single machine is called as a equipment. Okay? Pieces of equipment usually represent single objects such as pumps, motors, vehicles for which maintenance tasks should be performed. So basically equipment can be like pumps, motors, okay, diesel generators, even vehicles in the manufacturing industries. They will use some trucks, buses, vehicles. All these are termed as equipment. Okay, so equipment is basically a object for which you will do some maintenance tasks. Okay, equipment can be installed at a functional locations. Functional location. This I will show it in the system. Okay, a piece of equipment can be linked with a material if there is inventory management. Okay, this we will see tomorrow when we go to the serial numbers topic. Okay, so same equipment can be created as a material. Okay, to have the inventory management, which we will see tomorrow. Okay, you can manage all types of device as pieces of equipment. Okay, so like the one which I told: transportation utilities, production utilities, test equipment, quality department, PRTs, production resource tools. All these things are managed as equipments in the system. So to keep it simple, equipment is like a individual machine. Individual machine. Okay, of course, vehicles also can be termed as vehicle equipments, which we will see later on. Okay, so this is the, as I told, as I just explained, equipment is an individual maintenance relevant technical asset. It can be a production equipment, it can be a transport vehicle, it can be a quality test equipment, it can be a production resource tool. Okay, the tools which are used during production activity or customer devices. Okay, and even buildings and properties are also termed as vehicles, equipments, systems and system parts, and vehicles. All these are normally called as equipments in the SAP system. Okay, so why do we need to create the equipment? Okay, for what purpose is a piece of equipment is created? One is management of the individual data. So if you create equipment, you can maintain data about that particular equipment, like who is the manufacturer, what is the weight of this equipment, when it is purchased, what is the installation date, all that uh, data about that particular equipment you can manage, you can maintain in the equipment master, and recording of the maintenance tasks. So once you create a machine as a equipment, you can record all the maintenance activities performed for that equipment, and object based recording of cost. So at the equipment level, at the machine level, you will get your maintenance cost. Okay, and evaluation of technical data. So once you have the data of your maintenance activity and everything, you can do the evaluation of that data. Like you can see at the end of the year. In a particular year, you can check how many times that equipment was under breakdown, what is the total time spent on the repair activity. All that information you will get and you can evaluate. And recording of the usage time. So you want to see if you have a equipment, you want to see its usage time overall. So to have that, you can create it. So these are the reasons for which they will create a equipment. Okay, normally plant maintenance module normally entirely revolves around equipment. Equipment is the main thing in PM module. So you create a maintenance order for equipment normally. Okay, so in my opinion, equipment is the main thing in plant maintenance module. Okay, all our notifications, orders, everything is created for equipment. Okay. So before creating the equipments in the system, we need to understand equipment category. Okay, so equipment category is like what type of equipment it is, whether it is a machine, whether it is a production resource tool like spanner, those things. Okay, or whether it is a vehicle, fleet object, or whether it is a measuring and testing. So equipment category will tell you what type of equipment it is. So to create a equipment category is mandatory. Without equipment category, you cannot create a equipment in the system. Okay. So now let's move on. So now let's start creating the equipment in the system. Okay. So normally in the equipment master, you will have 4 tabs: general data, location data, organization data, and structure data. And apart from these 4, you can maintain some other information also, like documents you can assign, you can maintain the permits, all those things you can do that. This we will see later on. Okay. So now let's create the equipment in the system. So the T codes to create the equipment is create, it is IE01, change, it is IE02, and the display is IE03. Display is IE03. Okay. So now let's log into the system and we will create the equipment. Okay. So let me let me log in. Okay. So I'll show you the navigation path for the time being. Go to logistics, go to plant maintenance. There is a folder here. Open this. Management of technical objects. Open this. Here you have equipment. Open this. IE01. That's what I just explained. IE01. IE01. Creation of equipment. Okay. Double click. Okay. You will get this screen. Create equipment initial screen. Okay. So here, don't give the equipment number. Okay. System will assign the number. It is valid from today. Okay. Now here you see equipment category, the one which we just discussed, equipment category. Okay. So to create a equipment category is mandatory. So suppose if I don't enter equipment category here, okay, if I try to continue, see, fill out all required entry fields. So equipment category is mandatory. So if you go to the list, you have some equipment categories. You see, M, production, M means machine, P means production resource tool, Q means test measurement equipment. You have some, and fleets, vehicles. Okay, so but first we'll start with the M, machine. Okay, so before that, let me go to our structure which we created in the previous class. Just let me go to IH01. The structure we created, this is the one we created, right? Hyundai HYND execute expand whole. This is the structure we created. So what I will do, I'll create a equipment 500 kVA diesel generator and I will install it this functional location. Okay. So let me open one more session. IE01. Okay. So now category is M. Select the category M, machine, enter. So now you got your tabs, the one which I just explained. General, location, organization, structure. Here you have general, location, organization, structure, And of course, we have one extra tab also. So first give the equipment description. 500 kVA diesel generator. Diesel generator. This is the description. Okay. Now, first class. This I already told you. We have a separate topic called classification. That time we will discuss this one. Here we have a topic called classification. That time we'll discuss. Okay. So now object type. What is object type? Object type is a subclassification of equipment category. So you have machines. Under machines, what type of machine it is, whether it is a pump or a motor or a diesel generator, okay, or a gearbox, what type of equipment, what type of machine. So object type is nothing but subclassification of machines, equipment category. So here if you go to the list, you see here you have some object types. So we are creating a diesel generator. So here you have diesel generator already created 1009. Okay, if you want to create a new one, you can create, which I will show it in the configuration later. Now authorization group, maintenance, now weight. So now this is a machine, right? It's an individual machine. Now here you can maintain the its weight also. Let's say its weight is 100 ton. Okay, 100 ton. You can select from here. You can select from here 100 tons. Okay, now size and dimension. Now at equipment level, you can maintain all the information. Okay, so size and dimension. What is its length? Okay, its width. Okay, you can maintain that. Height. Okay, now inventory number. This is a free text entry. Okay, so I'll maintain what do you call DG 221. Okay, 20, or let me put it as 11. Uh, 12, put like this DG 11 2021. Okay, inventory number, startup date, from which date you are going to use. Let's say we are going to use this from today, 11th. Okay, now acquisition value. When it is purchased, what was the value? So normally you purchase the machine, right? Okay, so when you purchased, what is the value? Let's say I will enter 10,000 euros. Okay, and on which date you purchased it? So let's say I purchased it on 1st of November. So here the meaning is you purchased on this date, and you are using this from on this date. So in between there was some installation happened. The moment you purchase, you cannot use it, right? First they have to install it. Installation will take some time. Then they have to do some trial runs. All those things they have to do. So that's why this is the difference gap. Okay. Now here you will maintain the manufacturer data. Who is a manufacturer of this equipment? Let's say Caterpillar India Limited. Okay. Now manufacturing country. In which country it is manufactured? Let's say India. IN. You can select from the list, but I'm directly entering. Model number. This is a model number from the manufacturer. So let's say his model number is CAT 2020 N. Okay. 10. That is his model number. It's a free text entry field. Okay. Now, in which year it is manufactured? Okay. So let's say it is manufactured in 2020 in the month of, let's say, December. Construction year and month. Okay, now manufacturer part number, his part number. I'll put it as CAT 1234. Normally this information will be available on the nameplate of the machine. When you purchase it, on the nameplate you will have this information and his serial number. Okay, so every equipment will have a serial number. This is the manufacturer serial number, and our serial number, which we will be creating in the next class. So let's say his serial number is CAT 2020. Okay, 10 hyphen, let's say 112. Okay, or let's say 324. Let's say this is his serial number. Okay, so we entered all the data. Done. Now go to location tab. Here, in which plant this equipment is located? We are going to use 1710. We discussed this already. Our plant. Now location. in the plant where it is located. Let's say it is in the maintenance department. Okay, so maintenance, enter the location, and you can enter the room also. So now this is a machine, right? Equipment, right? So you can clearly enter in which room it is present. Let's say room 01, RM-0. Okay, plant section, I will explain later point of time. Later on, work center, this is a PP work center. Just keep it blank. Okay, this is not our work center. Our work center will be here in the organization. Maintenance work center. This is PP work center. When we go to PMPP integration, that time I will explain. As of now, keep it blank. Next, ABC indicator. ABC indicator means, let's say if this equipment is under breakdown, what will be the effect on the production? Okay, but this is a utility department equipment, so it will not have any effect on production. So just enter C. No effect on production. Sort field, I'll put it as DG. Enter. This is to just to search during the reporting. So this is a location data. Now go to organization. Here company code has come automatically. Now business area, you can enter what kind of business area you are working. Here automotive is not there. Business area. Okay, as of now I'll maintain 1602. Okay, now asset we will discuss later point of time. Okay, when you create equipment in the finance side, asset management side, they will create asset. That number you can put it over here. If you have a asset account, asset management integration. As of now, keep it blank. Then cost center. Okay, enter. Now go to responsibilities. We already discussed this planning plant, planner group. Who is responsible for this planner group? Mechanical planner. Then our work center. Okay, enter. Okay, and catalog profile we will be discussing in a separate class. We have a separate topic called catalogs. That time we'll discuss. As of now, keep it blank. Okay, now go to structure. Now you have to install this equipment at a functional location. So what I will do, I will install this equipment in one of the functional location. I will install it this functional location. Okay, so now before installing that, what is the status of the equipment? AVLB, available. If you click on I button, you can see that. Current, as of now, it is showing as available. Now, the moment I install it at a functional location, the status will get changed. Okay, so you need to install at a functional location, you need to click on this button. Here you see there is a button, change install location. Click on that. It will ask for functional location. Now enter your functional location where you want to install. So this is the functional location. Copy. Okay. Enter the functional location and just click on continue. The moment you do that, some changes will happen. See, you can see the functional location here and the status is changed to INST. INST means installed. That means this equipment is installed at a particular functional location. Okay, that this is a functional location. Now position you can enter if you want, or you can keep blank. Technical identification number also you can enter. I'll enter diesel generator. Okay, it's a free text entry field. Okay, now construction type we will discuss tomorrow. When we go to serial numbers, I will explain this construction type. Okay, enter. Now go to warranty and partner. So, okay, first let's discuss about warranty. So normally you have two types of warranties. Okay, one is vendor warranty, another one is customer warranty. That means we are a company, we are purchasing a machine from a manufacturer. Okay, then he will give some warranty like 1 year. He will give some 1 year warranty. Okay, that you enter in the vendor warranty. Whereas we are a company, we are producing some products and selling it to the customers. Then we give the warranty to the customer. That is called customer warranty. So this customer warranty will be used in CS module, customer service module. Okay, only in the PM module you will be using the vendor warranty because we are purchasing the machine from the vendor. So in the PM you will have this vendor warranty. vendor warranty. Okay, so here you will enter the info. Here you see customer warranty and vendor warranty. Okay, so customer warranty will be used in oh sorry, there is some disturbance, sorry. Okay, okay, so here you see customer warranty will be used in CS module. Okay, don't enter anything over there. Here you have vendor warranty. So here you need to enter your warranty. So vendor is going to give 1 year warranty, let's say. So he says 01 from the date of purchase is going to give 1 year warranty. Okay, so 01/11/2022. Okay, enter. Now your master warranty, I will explain when we go to configuration what is this master warranty and why it is used. As of now, keep it blank. Next, you have two check boxes: inherit warranty, pass on warranty. Inherit warranty means, let's say you have this equipment. Under this equipment is having another superior equipment. Okay, this equipment is present under another equipment. Then if you click on this checkbox, the warranty details of superior equipment will get passed on to this equipment. Whereas pass on warranty means, let's say this 500 kVA diesel generator is having a another equipment under it, sub equipment. So if you click on this pass on warranty, this warranty details will get passed on to the down level equipment, sub equipment. So that is the inherit warranty and pass on warranty. Okay, so now we will discuss about partners. Okay, partners means what? Means partner is the person or the organizations associated with that equipment. Okay, so let's say in your company you have a equipment. This equipment is supplied by a vendor or a manufacturer. Okay, and again in the company there is a person responsible for it. Okay, there is an operator responsible for it, and there will be a planner responsible for it. All these are called as partners are nothing but the organization or people associated with that equipment. That is partners. So that partner details you need to enter here. You see here partners. So function, open this drop down. Let's say supplier. Who is a supplier of this equipment? Okay, so let me enter 1002. Okay, not taking. Let me enter purchase organization. Just wait. Okay, let me enter one purchase. Okay, so he is the supplier of this equipment. Now let me enter user responsible. The user in the company responsible for this equipment. Okay, so let me enter my user ID. My user ID is S4 HANA user 51. S4 HANA user 50. Enter. Okay, now the next one is who is the person responsible in the organization. See, person responsible. So now enter this. Let me search for a person. I'll enter one person like Bradley James. I'll enter this. Enter. So like this, you are entering here organization or persons responsible with this equipment. Okay, you will understand this importance of this partner details when we go to the maintenance. When we create a notification or a order for this equipment, this information will get copied to the notification and the order. Okay, that time you will understand the real importance of it. Okay, now all the data is entered. Now finally you save the equipment. So your equipment is created and system has assigned a number to that. This is an equipment number. So now to see the information, you can go to change mode. Change mode, you can see all the information. All the information. So now as we created the equipment, this you can see it in your structure. So let's go to our structure, IH01. So here if you go back, and now you have to select equipment installed, that checkbox. Now just execute. Click on expand whole. See, the one which we just created, it is showing here, equipment. The moment you move the cursor to the on the equipment number, it is showing as equipment. So it is installed at this functional location. And this is the equipment symbol. This is the equipment symbol. This is the functional location symbol. This is the equipment symbol. So this is how you will create the equipments in the system. Okay. So as I told earlier, you have to you can install the equipment at a functional location. We already installed it. This is the one. This is the one. This equipment is installed at this functional location. And even in this functional location, you can see the equipment. So it is vice versa. You in the equipment master, you can see the functional location. Okay, in the equipment, if you go to structure, you can see this functional location. Now in the functional location also, you can see the equipment. So let me open one more session. Go to IL03, display functional location. Go to that functional location, enter, go to structure. See, here you can see. In this structure, you can see this is the equipment installed. So here you can see all the equipments installed at this functional location. You can see that. If you install one more equipment, that will show over here. And to allow this equipment installation at this functional location, in the functional location master, you have to activate this checkbox. You need to activate. See, it's already there. Equipment installation allowed. Okay, so this is the one. To install equipment at a functional location, in the functional location, you should have equipment installation allowed indicator. This has to be activated. Then only system will allow equipment installation at functional location. Okay. So now we will talk about sub equipment. Even you can create a sub equipment. Sub equipment means a equipment under another equipment, like this sub equipments. Suppose let's say here, of course, the example is a vehicle. Under the vehicle, you have like this. This is a superior equipment. Under this, you have drive unit, gears, shaft. All these things are called as sub equipments. So now let's create a sub equipment. Okay, so to create a sub equipment, just one. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Huh? Okay, so now let's create a sub equipment. Okay, so what you need to do is go back. Let's go to equipment creation again, create. Okay, so now here, let's enter as usual. Now I will create gearbox. Okay, gearbox. This one I am creating. Okay, object type. If you have gearbox, you can enter here. We don't have gearbox. Or gearbox we have. You see 9700. We have an object type gearbox. Okay, and you can enter all the other information. Okay, manufacturer. Let's say I'll put Shanti Gears. You can enter all the other information, huh? Weight, size and dimension, all those things you can enter if you want. Okay, but I'll just keep them blank. Go to location, plant. Our plant is 1710. You can enter all the other information. I'll put sort field gearbox GP. Go to organization, you enter all the remaining information. Okay, now go to structure. So here, now let's say this gearbox is present under this 500 kVA diesel generator. Okay, so now what you can do here, go to this as usual change install location. Okay, so now here you see there is a field superior order equipment. You see superior equipment. So now here you have to enter its superior equipment. So let's say this one 500 kVA diesel generator. Take the code, copy. Okay, go there. Now before assigning it, what is the status now? Gearbox available. Now the moment I assign it to a superior equipment, you see the status. I assigned it. Now just click on the button confirm. See what is the status now? Status is changed to ASEQ, assigned to another equipment. If you click on I button, status, you see allocated to superior equipment. Status allocated to superior equipment. Go back. Okay. So now you can enter the technical identification number. Let me put it as gearbox. Gearbox. Okay, done. Warranty and partner. You can enter all these things. Okay, and you can enter the partner details also. As usual, you can enter all that information. Now finally save it. So like this, you can create a sub equipment. So this again, you can see it in the structure. Go to the structure. Okay, go back once. Now select equipment hierarchy. This checkbox. Execute. Click on expand whole. See, now the gearbox is also showing. This gearbox is present under 500 kVA diesel generator. So like this, you can create a sub equipment also. Okay. Now we have just discussed the status, but normally there are two types of statuses. One is system status, another one is user status. System status is assigned by the system automatically. It is standard SAP. Whereas user status we can define freely as per our requirement. This I will show you when we go to configuration. This can be freely defined as per our requirement, but system status is standard SAP. The one which I showed you already, the system status. If you go here in the equipment, if I go to display, this is the system status. This one, system automatically assigns. If you want a user status, you can create, that will appear here if assigned, but that we will discuss when we go to configuration. When we go to configuration, okay. So that is a status. Okay, now we will create a fleet equipment. We already created with category M. We already created with category M machine. Now we will create a equipment with category fleet. Fleet means vehicle. Okay, so in the vehicle, what happens is when you create a equipment with fleet, system will ask you to enter some extra data like equipment dimension data, the fleet vehicle dimension data, transportation data, uh, engine data, and fuel lubrication data. All these extra data it will ask you to enter. So normally in the organizations they will use cars, trucks, all those things, all those things. So for those they will create those vehicles as fleet equipments. Fleet equipments. So this is the one. You will get some extra tabs during the creation. Okay. So now let's create that. So let's say I will go to a transaction, go to logistics, go to plan maintenance. Okay. Go to management of technical objects, equipment. Okay, here create special. Open this here, fleet object IE31. Double click, create fleet object. System will assign the equipment number. Select the object type. Let's say I'm creating a truck 2100. 2100 category as usual F, fleet vehicles. Enter. Okay, you see here there are some extra tabs here. Serialization data and vehicle ID measurements. You have some extra tabs here other than the regular tabs. Okay, so now let me create long body truck. Long body truck. Okay, I'm creating this fleet equipment authorization group. You can enter all the other information. Okay, the supplier is, let's say, Ashok Leyland. Okay, he is a supplier. You can enter all the other information. Startup data will enter. Okay, now go to location, plant. Okay, organization, center. Okay, work center. Enter all the information. Okay, now go to structure. You need to install this at a functional location, right? So let us install. Achha, we don't have functional location. Okay, let me create a functional location quickly. Okay, I will create as, what is the coding format we are following? HYND hyphen unit one. Okay, I will create as UNPT, unloading point. Okay, I'm creating a functional location. Yesterday I forgot. Okay, so now we will install at this functional location the truck. Okay, click on this button, enter the functional location, continue, done. You can put the technical identification as truck. Okay, now warranty and partner, you can enter the warranty and partner details. Now apart from this, you can enter the serialization data. This we will see tomorrow. Now vehicle ID measurements. Here you can enter all the vehicle details, vehicle weight, its volume, height, all those information, its license, plate details, validity, end date, all that information, chassis number. Normally vehicles will have a chassis, that number, all that information you can enter here. Okay, next one is vehicle technology. So here you can enter some vehicle fuel card number, all those things you can enter. Okay, so this is the extra information. Let's say weight is 1,000 ton, 100 ton. Okay, then its total load weight, let's say 100. Okay, so all those information you can enter here. License plate, license validity, end date, let's say 31/12/2023, let's say. So all the information they can enter here. So once enter and then save. So we created an equipment with fleet category. Okay, so that you can see it in our structure as usual. Refresh. You have an unloading point. Open this. You see long body truck. It is created with category F, whereas the other two are created with category M. Here you can see the moment you put the cursor there, it will show that it is equipment category. Okay, so that is a fleet. Okay, now we will create the last one. PRT1 we will create. We created with machine, we created with fleet. Now we will create with PRT with category measurement and test equipment. This one we will create when we go to the calibration test equipment management. That time we'll discuss. We'll create. Now we will create the last one, PRT category. Okay, so let's create again IE25. Okay, create production resource tool. Here the category is P, production resource tool. Select it, enter. Okay, so let me create as okay, we'll create as 500 ohms maker. This I will create. Okay, object type. I don't think we have this. We don't. Do we have any of these things? Okay, let me put this PRT as of now. Okay, authorization group. Okay, I'll enter the manufacturer, Luke meters. Supplier, basically manufacturer, manufacturing this PRT, location, enter all the other information as usual, cost center. Okay, planner group, work center, That's okay. All that information, go to structure. So now here the difference is, if you click on this button, you see this PRT equipment cannot be installed at a functional location. See, it is grayed out. The reason is PRT is a movable object. So this movable object you cannot install at a functional location. If you want, you can assign it to a superior equipment, but PRT equipments cannot be installed at a functional location. The reason is they are movable object. Okay, so let not assign anything, confirm, that's all. Here I'll put it as technical identification number, that's okay. And now save. So we created one more equipment with category P. Okay, so like this you will create the equipments. Okay, now we will talk about uh, installation and dismantling a equipment. Okay, suppose I have a equipment here. Okay, I have a equipment here. Here it is installed at this location. Tomorrow, after some time, due to some reason, I want to move this equipment from here to another location. So first what you need to do is you have to dismantle it. You have to dismantle it and you have to install it at a particular location, another location. Okay, so dismantling, simple. How to do is go to the equipment in the change mode, IE02. Go to the change mode. Okay, what is this one? This one, right? This one, 500 kVA diesel generator. Take that. Okay, go to change mode, enter, go to structure. Here now it's already installed, right? Click on this button. Okay, so now I want to remove from this function location. Here you see there is a button, dismantle. You have to dismantle from. So now it will get dismantled. See, now there is no function location. Now status is changed back to AVLB. AVLB. Now save it. So now it will not show it that functional location. I'm refreshing. I'm in the function location structure. I'm refreshing it. 337, right? See, now it is not showing anymore. Now go and install it at another particular location. Here you can install. Go to IE02 again and enter this new functional location where you want to install. So you can do that also. But anyhow, let me install it back. I'll go to this. Again, I will install. Okay, I'm installing it again. Again, status change to INST. Save it. Now if you go, again you can see in the structure. See, here you can see. You can see it back. So that is the dismantling and installation of a equipment. Okay, now all the equipments which we created can be seen in another transaction called IH08. This is the report, IH08. Okay, in this one you can see all the equipment as a list. Scroll down. Okay, created by me. Enter my user ID. My user ID is S4 HANA user 51. Date created on today, 11/11/2020. Okay, so now if I execute this, you can see all the equipments we just created. See, these are the ones we created today. 500 kVA diesel generator, gearbox, long body truck, 500 ohms mega. So now you can add the columns here. Yeah, as of now, it is showing only equipment, description, valid to, and the planning plant. If you want to add columns, you can add. You click on this button, current. So these are the, as of now, the displayed columns. Now, if you want to have extra columns, you add them here. So I want to add equipment category. Select that column, click on this button. It will get added here. You can move this also. You can move this here. Okay, or let me put it here. The description. Okay, or let me put here. Then I want to add at which function location it is installed. Function location. Okay. Then I want to add. You can add the columns as per your requirement. Plant. Okay. Created by, who created it? Okay, created by. So like this you can add the information. Object type is here. Let me sort the columns. Object type. Object type is there. Object type you can add. Okay, and like this you can add the columns. So now if you go to the adapt, see those extra columns it is showing here. Okay, so this is the equipment number, its description, or I'll put category here. This is a category, description of the technical object, date, at which functional location it is installed, who created it, what is a plant, all those things you can see. You can change the position of the columns also just by dragging like this here and there. Object type like this you can try. So this is a report. Okay. So now we will talk about customizing settings for equipment, backend configuration. Okay. First one is a equipment category. Okay. So when we created the equipment, if I go to IE02 IE02, if you go to the equipment, while creating we used category, right? Yum. Okay. So we will talk about this category. This category controls everything. So let's go to configuration. SPR. Customizing. Go to SAP reference IMG. Scroll down. Go to plan maintenance. Oh, here. Plan maintenance and customer service. Open this. Okay. Go to master data in plan maintenance and customer service. Open this. Technical objects. Open this. Now go to equipment. Open this here. Equipment category. So if you open this here, maintain equipment category. If you go there, these are the categories. First one is a category, its description. Okay, its description. Again, view profile, which we discussed yesterday. Okay, object information key we will discuss later on, later point of time when we go to configuration. The most important thing is view profile. I will come to this view profile again. Okay, next one, number range. Number range means when we created the equipment, system is assigning a number, right? Correct? There is a number here, system automatically assigning. So this number will come from number range. So here, if you go back here, define number ranges. Define number ranges. Okay. If you go here, define number ranges. If you go to here, overview, you see for the category M, equipments created with category M, it will take the number from this interval. This interval. So how the configuration works is you are creating a equipment is assigned with a, when you are creating a equipment you are using a category, and for this category they will assign the number range inter. So we created equipment and the category we used is M. For M, what is the interval assigned here? What is the interval assigned here? This one. Okay, that's why it is taking the number from this interval. Okay, you can create your own interval. When we go to configuration of the order, that time I will show you how to create a new number range interval. So this interval is assigned to this category, and while creating our equipment we used this category, so it is taking from this one. That's why you are getting a number like this in the sequence 337, 338, 339, like this you are getting. So that is a number range. Okay, now we will talk about view profile. View profile we already discussed it. Okay, so view profile same like functional location. So if you go here again, go to maintain equipment category. If you go there, M, for M, what is a view profile assigned? Sorry, this one. This is a view profile. So here how it works is you have equipment is assigned with category M. So this category M is assigned with view profile, this one. this one. This is a view profile. So in this view profile, you will have all the settings. So let me show you that. Go back here, go to general data. Here, set view profiles for technical object. So if you go there, see, this is a view profile. View profile is YB501. Okay, so now if you take this view profile, go to activity and layout of views. So you see here, this is the one, the tabs which we discussed yesterday. Same like functional location. General tab, general tab, location tab, location tab, organization, organization tab, structure, structure, structure tab. Now they added one more extra additional data one, this one, warranty and partner. So in this they added extra two subscreens basically. So here you see, if you go to icons and text of views, you see additional data one, and tab title they put it as warranty and partner. That's why you are getting here tab title as warranty and partner. Let's say your client wants one more tab, okay, then you can add it here. Go to activity and layout of views, click on new entries, add the tab. Let's say additional data 2, activate the tab, active, add the subscreen. Let's say they want long text 105, add it, enter. Now go to next folder, icon and text of views. Here what you do, you need to add the tab again, click on new entries, okay, additional data 2 tab, give the tab title long text, long text. You can assign an icon also if you want. Okay, now see, continue. Okay, now if you go to equipment, you can see that. Let me go to change mode, go back, go to change mode. You see, now you got one more tab, long text, and it is having this subscript. You can enter some text here. This is created for weekday training. You can write some text here. Okay, so like this you can add tabs, you can add extra subscreens, you can do whatever you want. So this is handled through view profile, view profile. Okay, usage history I will show you when we go to the order level. That time I will show you. Next, object type. So that object type is this one. So when I'm creating a equipment, if I go to this equipment, here you have object type, right? This list, all these object types you see here, water pump, oil pump, motor, boiler, valve, all these object types will come from here. I'm into the configuration. Go back here. Yeah, here, this is the one. Define types of technical object. If you go there, you can see all are here. The one which I showed you. Water pump, 1000 is water pump, 1000 is water pump. So all these are here. If you want to create a new one, just click on new entries, give the number, description, and then save. So once you do that, that will appear over here in this list. So that is object type, object type configuration. And installation at functional location, I will show you this one. Suppose if you go back, this one. Here, define installation at functional location. So if you go there, you see, for category M, you can assign at a functional location. The equipments with category M, they can be assigned at a functional location. Checkbox is activated. And for F, it is activated. Whereas for P it is not activated. That means the equipments created with category P, you cannot install at a functional location. You see, for P, it is not activated. That's the reason when we created that 500 ohms megger, it was not allowing to install at a functional location. So that is controlled through this one, this configuration, this configuration. Okay, so this is a configuration to allow equipment installation at a particular functional location. That's what here. Okay, So that is this config. Status profile we will discuss later on when we go to order. I will show you that time. Okay. Partner details also I will show you later point of time when we go to order level. Next one is field selection. Okay. Field selection same like functional location. Which field you want to make mandatory, required field, optional, hide, okay, display, that is field selection. Same thing here. So suppose if you go back here, define field selection, define field selection for equipment master record. So if you go there, here, field selection for equipment. If you go there, these are the ones. Suppose if I go to this one, as of now, object type is not mandatory, correct? Object type is not mandatory. Your client says, let's say they want to make it mandatory, object type. Okay, so then what you can do here, type of object will be there. Object type, sorry, here it is here. So make it required. Same thing, the way we yesterday we discussed. Next one is let's say they don't want this inventory number. Okay, let's say they don't want that inventory number. Hide, make it hide. Okay, and let's say they want this size and dimension to be in display mode. Okay, size and dimension. They want it in display mode. Make it display. Of course, we discussed this during functional location, but you can make the settings like this. Okay, so now I made the settings. Let me save this. Okay, continue. Done. And now you see the effect. Now go back. Data will be lost. Save first. That's okay now. Now again, if I go to equipment, now you see. See, object type has become mandatory. Okay, now it is a mandatory field object type. Now you see that that field is not showing now anymore. And size and dimension, let me enter object type. What is it? Diesel generator, right? I entered it. Now again, if I go to general, you see size and dimension is in display mode. You cannot edit it, whereas others you can edit. Size and dimension is in display, and this field not showing anymore. What is it? What is it field? What is it field? Inventory number. Inventory number we made hide. That's why it is not showing. See, that field is now not showing. Okay, so like this you can do. That is through field selection. Okay, anyhow, don't change the standard settings. Revert back to the original settings. Now again, I'm making everything optional. Everything optional. Save it. Okay, now again you can see normal. Go back. See, again you can see inventory number, size and dimension, editable mode, and weight and all you have. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay. Okay. So now the integration with asset accounting, this I will show you when we go to order level. That time I will show you how to create asset automatically. When we go to order level, I will show you. Okay. So with this, we have completed the equipment topic. Okay.